My 35-year-old son is making huge progress with his target behaviors. So now we're working on the smaller stuff. He wears 3 to 4 pairs of underwear every day. He does not have accidents. He knows that he should only wear 1 pair. Not sure the reason, but I know there are many ways we can tackle this. A token board, and then they said, can you recommend some? Thank you very much.
Yeah, I wasn't quite. There could be a couple of things. I wasn't sure if he's changing his underwear 3 to 4 times a day or if he's wearing 3 to 4 pairs at a time. But I'm going to assume he's changing them. Let's just go with that response. The first thing that stands out to me is it uncomfortable for him? Is the type of underwear that he has, is there a tag that sticks out that makes it uncomfortable for him to wear? So he just wants them off and then but he knows he needs to wear some underwear. So is that why he's changing them? So just identifying if there's some environmental factor that is causing this. It could potentially be that he has just created a routine for himself and this is, he's continuing that routine. So I definitely would first assess if it's a comfort issue or a sensory issue, something that's making him uncomfortable. If it's determined that that's not the case and he seems to be fine, then a token board could definitely be effective. I would start small and, making with a token board, we want to make sure that he's able to access reinforcement quickly. So he's learning the goal of the token board. So in this example, if he's currently changing his underwear 3 to 4 times a day, you could set up a token system where if he only changes them 2 times a day, then he receives a reinforcer at the end of the day. And then as he makes progress there, then increasing the difficulty to, okay, now if you only change 1 time a day, then you'll get this reinforcer, and starting to decrease it in that way and seeing if that is effective for him. As with all reinforcers, we want to make sure that it's actually a reinforcer and it's something that he is going to be motivated by and that he really will find a motivating factor for him to change his behavior. But I do think a token board could be effective. And can you recommend some? Really, it depends on what works for him and what works for you as a family. I mean, there are apps available that are great token boards. So that would be something potentially you could use. You can also make a simple token board just on a lined sheet of paper and just make, a mark on the paper of how well he's doing. So it can be as simple or as complicated for what works for you as a family.
Yeah, it's so fascinating as our kids grow and as they have different interests. I remember the early token boards with Jem. They would get a character from a cartoon that he liked, and those would be all the tokens. And there's a video of us when we went to the LA Zoo for the A word, and I had to be carrying the microphone, and there was going to be a lot of stuff going on, and I wanted my son was there with the family from the A word, but I wanted him to be working on something. So
Right.
I used my hand. That's why I keep holding my hand up. And I made little hash marks on my hand with my pen throughout the day, and that he knew that if he got a certain number of hash marks that he got to go to In-N-Out Burger, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to hold much more than that in my hands. So it's kind of fascinating all the different ways that you can have some sort of a token board and even use in your hand.